Hello there, this is DBT, and this is my birthday! Oh my god, woohoo! Excuse me, difference. And alright, let's play some Asphalt 8, and yes, oh no, I'm gonna wreck! Alright, so today, I plan to bring you a little bit of gameplay. For the past couple of years, I've been very critical of the game, and I think deservedly so, you know? There's been some things in the game that I think deserve its criticism, but at the same time, I've seen a couple of other things where I see a possibility of, I'm not gonna say straight up redemption, but you know, there's also some things that Gameloft is doing that are good, so I thought, hey, might as well mention it in today's video, and actually it becomes a topical video. We'll get into that a little bit later. In the meantime, I just started a little bit of Master Season multiplayer just because why not? I finally managed to get to Elite yesterday. By the time I'm recording this, well, on my birthday, I did a stream where I played about 1 hour of Master Season, and over there I was able to go from beginner to Elite. So that was cool, and I got my 300,000 fusion coins, which is what I wanted, and now I get to just mess around over here because I can. Surprisingly enough, in spite of the wreck, I still got 4th place, beaten by 2 Absolute, a Cyan, but I beat a Senna and a Muscler, and everything else was on the ranked or unboosted. Alright, that's fine, I can live with that. And by the way, it's no mistake that I chose this song. If you notice, it's called Running Out of Time. Oh yeah, listen to the lyrics. We're running out of time, life is passing by, perfect for my birthday. Oh yeah, baby. No, but for real. So yeah, overall, there's another thing that I do want to criticize, because I said it on the previous video. They announced that there was gonna be an amazing, I don't remember the wording, maybe I should look it up, but they said something like there's gonna be an amazing racing pass on April 27th, and I was like, ooh, in my birthday, what are you gonna do for my birthday, Gameloft? And then once I saw it, well, we'll talk about it after a couple more races. I just want to continue driving my Huayra BC, which is a car that I got I don't know, a couple, from one I thought that was too high. I got it a couple anniversaries of the game ago. Oh, Jesus Christ. By grinding the living crap out of one event, where I think only the top 88 people would get the car for free, and I managed to stay in the top 88. It was one of those multiplayer events that it's based on points, not in lap time. So basically all you had to do is grind it and grind it and grind it and grind it non-stop. It was insane. There were many events like that, but I only grinded this one because this is the car that I most wanted from them. And once I saw how much effort you needed to put into getting one of these cars, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it for any other. I just don't have the patience. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cyan. I didn't mean to. I swear that was an accident. I didn't mean to, man. Oh, look at that, 3 absolutes. Jesus Christ. All right, that's fine. I mean, at least 4th place, that's something. And like I said, it's a bit of a topical video because there's 2 Pagani things that I want to do today, and precisely that has to do with the things that I think Gameloft is doing a little bit better. But hey, let's do this race, and then we'll get to talk about those other things that I want to talk about. It's just that in the last video, you know, it was a what, like a full half-hour video where I was talking and, you know, hating on some of the things that Gameloft has done, and oh, new store, how am I supposed to get excited about all of that stuff? If you haven't watched that video, check it out. I should be appearing in the top right. Maybe I'll forget to do it, so it should probably still show us a related video. It was named something like, I don't remember what I named it. Oh well. So yeah, there was no gameplay, and I thought today, you know what? We need some gameplay in Asphalt 8. As much, and this is something that I want to make very clear, as much as I complain about the game, I complain about the game because I love this game, alright? I want that to be clear. I don't want you to think that I'm just a blind hater. The only reason why I care so much about the game and to criticize the things that they're doing and all of that is because I care about the game. I really love this game, and man, I just wish it was in a better state. But even then, as I said a million times, even when some bad things have been happening in the game, overall, I mean, I've worked, I've swot, which is the past tense of sweat according to DBT. I swot for my car, I paid for some of my cars too. You know, there's a lot invested over here, so of course I'm gonna continue playing it. I love this game. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it gets boring, sure. And like I said in my analogy of the theme park, I still love going to this theme park and have fun. I just wish there was new mechanical devices to entertain myself. That sounded kind of ugly. Anyway, so second place this time. There was only one absolute this time. Aguera Res, Apollo in. Oh no, that doesn't count. That's lower ranked, and that's that. All right, yeah, not a lot of competition, but it don't matter. So, what do I want to talk about today? Well, let's have a look at the Racing Pass. Yes, like I said, it just started, and oh, you know what? Hold on. Here it is. Quote: New Racing Pass season with massive rewards starts on April 27. Massive rewards. Excuse me, what? Massive rewards. All right, let's have a look at the massive rewards. These are the massive rewards. All right, so what's happening here? Well, it's a very similar thing to what we saw on the last Racing Pass, where they're gonna give you a lot of parts, a bunch of parts. I think, well, honestly, it's a lot of parts. Now, whether or not you can store them all, that's a completely different story. And again, kind of as I complain about the influx of the wild cards, yeah, it's cool to have so many parts, but what good is it if you don't have tons of millions to use them right away? That is the real problem. I mean, tons of millions of fusion coins, but anyway. So it's mostly just regular parts, and you'll notice that they also start giving out kits. Now, the kits are for cars in class D. Yes. Alright, so Lamborghini Urus, which by the way, I think it's a very underrated Lambo nowadays after it got rebalanced. I still have to make a video about it, but it doesn't matter. Class D. Then we have the Aston Martin DB9 Coupe. If I remember correctly, this is even the one that you can upgrade through ads, so there is that. Then we have the Mazda 6, which hasn't been rebalanced yet. I'm not even sure. And the Ford F-150. Ford F-150, not the Giga Max Pro. No, that thing doesn't exist anymore. No, it's just a regular Ford F-150. And like I said, the rest is just getting some parts, some wildcards and all of that. Which again, maybe if you're a massive shortage of them, is this useful? I don't know, perhaps. But for the price that they're asking, I mean, massive rewards, Game Left? Really? This is what, $10 if I remember correctly? Let's see. Yes, $10 to get this one, or you can pay $25. Is that $25? 20, yeah, about something like that. $25, and you get all of the coins all right away and 1,000 storage slots. This is the part that, I mean, $25 for the 1,000. I don't know, man. I wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, that is the option. So, massive rewards? No. So there we go. That is the negative that I wanted to talk about, because that is indeed a negative. But as I said, I've complained a lot about the game recently, very deservedly so. But let's talk about the things that I do believe Gameloft is doing good. First of all, well, actually both of them are in the events. Yeah, forget about the festival. This is what I think it's really, really cool that they added. So for a very long time I've complained how, or rather compare and complain I guess at the same time, on how Asphalt 9 does this very nice thing, very useful thing, that when there's a new fancy car that is gonna cost you, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars to unlock or whatever, they at least let you try the car in a multiplayer season. Now this is not exactly the same because this is not a multiplayer season, but at the very least it's a step on the right direction. By the way, again, finishing the idea with Asphalt 9, they let you try the car for free at a maximum, at Golden State, meaning as pro, we would call it over here, meaning at its maximum rank. They let you try it for free. You can just play with the car for about a week in the multiplayer series, and just think like, oh, it's a nice car. Ooh, I don't care. Ooh, whatever. So that is a good thing that Asphalt 9 does. And like I said, I wanted to see something like this in Asphalt 8. And while they didn't add it as multiplayer, at least we have this free try of the Pagani Utopia Coupe. And yeah, you can play this car, no problem. It's a free try at pro rank, so that you can look at it, you can listen to it, you can see how it drives, and then maybe make up your mind as to if you want to use it. So how about we use it, and let me activate my boosters. Now, to be completely honest, I would still prefer for this to be a multiplayer series, a 1 week multiplayer series, where you can gain some rewards, and obviously not the car, but just so that you get to drive the car against other people. Hold on. Alright, yeah, so it sounds like Centenario, doesn't it? Handling? Okay, we'll figure it out. I want to do a few races with this thing. But look at that, I'm driving the new car. Now, this is something that the creators, the official creators have had access to, something similar to this. for a long time. They have their own Creator Cup, where Gameloft sets up a special event, one of those cup championship thingies that it's basically TLEs, but it's several events, so that they can test the car in different maps and all of that. And this is one of the quote-unquote perks for being a creator. Now, some time ago, exactly with the Ashlani Dracuma, Gameloft made a noopsie and they made that YouTuber Cup available for everybody. And actually I made a video about it. If I remember, I'll show it. The link should be appearing on the top right. So I showed the car, and in that video precisely I was talking about how it's a good idea for Gameloft to allow players to just test the car. Test the car and see if you like it and all of that, as opposed to just like, hey, there's a new car, you don't know how it performs, but there it is, pay money and get it, you know? So I do believe that this is indeed a good thing, that this is something that Gameloft could continue. I hope that they continue to do, because honestly, that's good. Alright, and when that lap I managed to get into 10%, yay! I mean, I would have preferred maybe 5%, but hey, I have so many wildcards that missing out on this doesn't matter. I'm still gonna try a couple more, because I want to see the car in different colors. Now, fortunately, this car does have a lot of colors. I've said it before, I like Pagani, and this Pagani looks very interesting. Some people say that it's kind of ugly. Nah, I think it's fine. It looks a little over-designed, kind of like Paganis do, and that's fine. And emphasis on the a little over-designed. But yeah, different color options in black. As you know, I don't love cars in black. We got green, we got blue, we got orange, we got red, we got yellow, and we got gray. My only problem with this car is that I wish it had more accents. I don't like that it's just one single color all around. Like, for example, I would love for this lower section to be black, to have some accents in black, maybe the wing in black. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, this section in black. I don't know, something like that to add some additional contrast to the car. But overall, still cool looking car. So I don't want to do it in yellow because I don't like it in yellow. And this orange is kind of like eye-searingly orange, but okay. So let's see if I can improve my time a little bit. I mean, I didn't even pay attention to what was my time in the previous one, but hey, I guess you will be able to compare it. Tell me in the comments once I finish this race and I see the time. Tell me, DBT, this time was actually better than the previous one. Or DBT, this wasn't better than your previous attempt. Oh, no, I went too wide in that one. Ah! Holy moly, I thought I was gonna wreck with it. Alright, this orange doesn't look as crazy in game as it did in the garage, but still kinda crazy orange. It's kinda like an orangey, a dual tone of orange with reddish type of deal. Yeah, I know, this is not the optimal route to take, but it's the only one I know how to do. But yeah, I like Pagani, I do. And honestly, I did consider buying this car, but at the moment, I'm not super happy with spending $30 in this game to get this one car. I like it. And I hope someday I'll be able to get it in some other method, but for the time being, $30, that's not something that I can afford in good conscience. So, now, if anybody wants to gift me this car, that would... Nah, I'm just kidding. But... Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. No. Still, cool looking car. I'm not as huge fan of... I mean, I like Pagani a lot, but I'm not that big of a fan where I'm like, I need to have every Pagani. It's fine, I'll miss out on this one. Maybe someday I'll be able to get it. So, that is the Pagani Utopia. Again, I'm very glad that Gameloft has allowed people to play with the car, to test it out, listen to it, drive it, all of that good stuff, to experience the car. I think that is a good move. Alright. Oh yeah, look at that. I did improve my time. I was in, what, 10% or something? Now I'm in 7, I think? I don't know. Whatever. Now, what else do I want to do? Well, I did say that this was going to be a topic whole video. And that is because this is the other thing that Gameloft right now is doing, which I do appreciate. An A-Class Cup. They have done one for Class D, I think. Or was it C? I don't remember. Then one for Class B. Now there's this one for Class A, in which they allow you to race. Now, I said that this is good. This is only good if you have the cars that are required and you have them at Pro. Because this isn't a free try. This is, hey, do you have the car that we want you to use? But if you do, you can get some good stuff. For example, over here, if we look, I mean, some parts, some wildcards, that's fine. But 3 upgrades on Class C, that's okay. And if you manage to get the 5%, you get 5 direct upgrades on Class A. 1%, 1 million fusion coins, but I'm never gonna get there. I'm not that skilled at all. I actually doubt that I managed this one, but still, doesn't matter. Again, I think this is a good thing. I just wish that the pool of cars that they allow you to use was bigger. Because for this cup, they only allow 2 cars, the Pagani Imola and the Aventador SVJ. Now, I have both of them at Pro, which is nice, so I'm gonna use the Imola because I think it's the stronger car. And like I said, it's a topical video. We did the Pagani Huayra BC at the start, we just did the Pagani Utopia, and now we're gonna do the Pagani Imola, because why not? Might as well. I wish this was orbital loop, because if I was orbital loop, I think I would have a better chance to qualify in the 5%. Anyway, so yeah, overall, the idea of these cups, I can get behind the idea of these cups, but like I said, I just wish that the car pool was a bit bigger. I understand that GameLoft doesn't want to make this a free try, because in the end, they're giving some good rewards. The direct upgrades are useful, for sure. Ah! Oh, I missed the drift. And I'm gonna miss this. That's fine. This is the test run, that's all. So yeah, I understand that GameLoft obviously doesn't want to just give it away and say like, hey, you need to have certain cars. But come on, only 2 cars? Why don't they make it like, hey, here's a selection of, I don't know, 8 cars. I mean, keeping in mind that, for example, in Class A, there's what, like 60 cars or something like that? 8 cars is not that much. So it's not like they're making it necessarily incredibly easy for everybody. And precisely because of this same exclusion of players, because there's less people that will have the specific cars that are required, well, it's gonna be even harder to qualify in the higher numbers for people not super skilled like myself. So, is this a selfish thought? Maybe. But no, overall, I do think it should be a little bit more welcoming to other players by, again, quadrupling the pool of the pool of cars, you know? Okay, we won 101.709. I can improve this for sure, no doubt. So actually, I'm gonna try. Are my boosters still alive? Yes! Nice. All right, so let's see if this time I can do it a little better. So I'm gonna shut up and try to focus in doing the race, see if I can get a decent result. I'm gonna go for the nitro here. I touched the wall too soon. Fine. It's funny because I had this car for a while and I said I was gonna shut up. Shut up, DBT. What is that noise? You hear an extra noise? Yeah, there's another noise. I don't know what's happening. Oh my god! Oh, you know what? Isn't there a trick in the upper route? Yeah, I might need to do that trick to qualify in a better time. I don't know how to do it though. Alright, that should have been an okay. Yeah, I shaved about 1 second of that. Listen to that extra sound. What is that? I don't know. Okay, sure. Sure, game, sure. Let's see. Oh, finally, it stopped. Jeez. That's not gonna be 5%, I can guarantee you, but probably should be around 8%. I'm gonna say 8%. And the result is 10%, not even that. Oh, well, I mean, I will look later into trying to get here. Now, this is kind of the beginning of the cup. So that means that not everybody has participated just yet, and if 10% is 248, that means that there's 2,500 players that have done this so far. 2,500 out of 160,000 I thought that we saw. I mean, granted, not everybody has these cars, but still, the number of players will increase, and that will also kind of pad a little bit my position. I don't know if a lot of other players do it and they're a little worse. I will increase, go a little higher, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, this idea, I think it's fine. I think that it's not a bad idea to have this type of cups, but like I said, we just need them to be a little bit wider in the pool of cars that you can use. But there you have it. For my birthday, instead of Lambos, I did Pagani just because reasons. However, don't be fooled, because by the time you're watching this video, you may have missed the fact that I did a stream for my birthday playing a bunch of games and doing things. So, you know, Lambos in other areas, but it's fine, it's fine. So, that is where I'm gonna leave it for this video. Like I said, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's bad, but also what is good. Because to be fair, there's some good stuff in the game still. So, I don't want you to think I'm just hating on the game because I have reasons. That's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.